What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk about Solo, a Star Wars story, because Jon Kasdan has revealed why we won't be getting a sequel, or why it is unlikely. Now, I personally think that is fantastic news. I thought Solo was a boring movie. It wasn't overly offensive to Star Wars lore and canon like The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker, but it still just wasn't good. It was just a boring movie. It had really cringe parts. Some of the parts that drove me crazy was, how he got his name. The fact that they even cast anybody at that time frame as Han Solo was just ridiculous. I didn't watch it until well after it came out on Blu-ray when someone that's a fan of the channel actually sent it to me. And yeah, it's just not a good movie. It's a very, very boring movie. But again, it's not offensively bad like The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker. But here we have, we are on Games Radar, and it says, Solo writer reveals why a sequel or a Disney Plus spinoff is unlikely. The Star Wars slate is pretty packed according to Jon Kasdan, which I do not believe at all. Whatever your opinion of Solo, the Star Wars story retains enough attention from fans to be clamoring for a sequel, or more like a Disney Plus series. Jon Kasdan, who co-wrote the Han Solo spinoff with his father, Star Wars mainstay Lawrence Kasdan, has confirmed that a Solo sequel isn't in the works, and we shouldn't expect one anytime soon. Don't think anyone's pursuing a Solo sequel at the moment, the younger Kasdan said in a reply to a Twitter user asking for an update on a potential sequel. I think a feature at this point would be a tough sell, and the Disney Plus Star Wars slate is really packed. All shows I'm looking forward to. And there's the Twitter exchange. That's pretty packed. That pretty packed Star Wars slate with no movies on the horizon. All eyes are on Disney Plus. Mandalorian season 2 and presumably future seasons are still to come. While the Obi-Wan series and a Cassian Andor Rogue One spinoff are in various states of production now. So that's 3 shows that could be arriving sometime between a year and 18 months from now, possibly longer. Surely there's room for Solo, especially given how the movie ended with the return of Darth Maul, unless there are some more space-filling projects we don't know about on the horizon, that is. For reference, Marvel Phase 4 has 3 TV... Yeah, we don't care about all that. So, let's get back to this. So he says that he's basically, in my opinion, he's giving a politically correct answer to just say, point blank, pretty much everything that existed before The Last Jedi, anything that was in production, any ideas that was spearheaded by Kathleen Kennedy has now been axed completely because Kathleen Kennedy is a freaking idiot. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's incompetent. She's a glorified secretary, and she doesn't know what she's doing. That's essentially what he's saying, but he's given the politically correct answer for it. Because everything that was promised by Lucasfilm and Disney prior to The Last Jedi coming out, it's pretty much all fallen apart. The Benioff and Weiss trilogy, not a movie. Not a movie. We're talking about a trilogy. That's gone. The Rian Johnson trilogy, not a movie. Not a movie. We're talking about a trilogy gone. At least not officially, but does anybody really believe Rian Johnson's getting a trilogy? Absolutely not. Of course he's not. Everything is just falling apart that they put in production. They announced all of these Star Wars movies, yet we're getting nothing. Nothing is on the horizon for Star Wars right now. Everything has been axed everything that was prior to The Last Jedi that was put in motion, put in production, everything. So you can sit there and say that you love The Last Jedi, all of you weirdos out there, and that's perfectly fine that you love it, but it destroyed the brand of Star Wars. It absolutely destroyed it. Everything that was in production, all of it. You know why? Because the weirdos out there, the majority of the weirdos out there that like The Last Jedi don't support things overall. They only support things that have their social justice nonsense in it. And when they see something that doesn't line up with their weirdo social media worldview, they're never going to support it. And Lucasfilm found that out very, very quickly. It is hilarious to watch this happen. In terms of Solo, again, not the worst movie ever, not the best movie ever. It was kind of bland. It was very meh, it doesn't strike any strong emotions from me positively or negatively other than the fact that it exists, which is a negative in my opinion. But the movie itself, it was whatever, it just came and it went and it was irrelevant. I didn't go see it in theaters. I waited for it to come out, and then I wasn't even going to watch it until it was requested for me to watch it. So I did, and I was bored with it. Very, very bored. So I don't think there's any chance of a Solo sequel ever. I don't think that we're ever going to see a Rian Johnson trilogy. I don't think we're going to see a lot of things that were in the works prior to The Last Jedi. I just absolutely don't see it. It's just not going to happen. They have to start over. Kathleen Kennedy is terrible, awful, the worst. It's objective. It's not even debatable. She's terrible. I know we got some news on the Obi-Wan series. I might cover that in a second video. But yeah, other than that, that's our Star Wars update for right now. And it's just more proof that Kathleen Kennedy is trash. Lucasfilm is trash, and they're actively making decisions that prove all of us right that The Last Jedi was a piece of garbage. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money. Reylos are weird, and we will talk to you later.